Chapter 1: A Perfect Life? I used to think we had the perfect marriage. Tom and I had been together for almost 10 years, married for 7. He was the kind of man people described as solid. He worked as a financial analyst downtown, always came home at 6, and never forgot to kiss me goodnight. He was charming in a quiet way, never loud, never flashy. Our life was built on routines: breakfast at 8, weekend visits to my parents, Sunday hikes, occasional movie nights. Comfortable. Familiar. Safe. But I started noticing the silence. Not the peaceful kind, the kind that wraps around you like a warm blanket, but the awkward silence. The kind that creeps into conversations when something is missing but no one knows how to name it. It started with little things: how he didn't touch me the same way, how his eyes wandered off when I spoke, how he smiled less. At first, I thought he was just stressed. Work was tough. The markets were volatile. He was tired. But then came Nathan. Chapter 2: The Stranger Who Wasn't. Nathan entered our lives on a Tuesday. Tom mentioned him casually over dinner. "A new guy joined the firm, he's cool. Fresh out of grad school, bit of a genius, honestly." I asked a few questions. Tom answered them with more excitement than he'd talked about anything in months. A week later, they were working late together. 2 weeks later, Nathan joined us for dinner. He was funny, charming, easy on the eyes, and noticeably comfortable around Tom. I didn't overthink it. Tom had guy friends. He deserved that. But the look in his eyes when he spoke to Nathan, that glimmer I hadn't seen in months, it wasn't friendly. It was something else. Chapter 3: What I Overheard. I never meant to eavesdrop. Tom had left his office door slightly open one night. I was passing by to say goodnight when I heard him laughing softly. His voice dropped low, and then he said something that shattered the illusion. "You make me feel seen, Nate." Like I'd been waiting to exhale for years. My breath caught. I backed away, heart pounding, unsure what I had just walked into. That night I couldn't sleep. Questions raced through my mind. Was I losing him? Was this real? Was I overreacting? I didn't confront him. Not yet. Chapter 4: The Truth Unfolds. I asked him one evening if he was happy. He hesitated too long. "I don't know," he said softly. "I want to be. I'm trying to figure myself out." "What does that mean?" I asked, even though I already knew. Tom rubbed his face. He looked more tired than I had ever seen him. "I've always done what was expected of me. I dated girls, I married you, we did the right things. But lately, I feel like I've been lying to myself. And to you." There it was. I didn't cry. Not then. Not in front of him. I just nodded, because some part of me had seen it coming for months. Chapter 5: The Pain We Shared. The days that followed were quiet. Too quiet. We still lived in the same house. We still ate at the same table. But everything felt different. The air was heavy with what hadn't been said. One night I broke. "Are you in love with him?" I asked. He didn't answer right away. He looked at me with guilt etched across his face. "I think I might be," he whispered. It hurt. God, it hurt. But it was honest. We talked for hours that night. About how he had always questioned his identity, how he had buried those thoughts, how Nathan made something surface that had always been there. I hated it and understood it all at once. Chapter 6: Letting Go to Be Free. Tom didn't leave immediately. We tried therapy. We tried sleeping in separate rooms. We even tried pretending nothing was wrong for a few weeks. But eventually, we both realized that this was a truth that couldn't be ignored or reversed. He moved out in the fall. The night before he left, we sat on the porch together, wrapped in the same blanket we used to share on cold nights. "I still love you in my own way," he said. "You were the best part of my life for so long. You'll always be a part of me," I replied. "But you need to find who you really are." We cried together. And we let go. Chapter 7 Aftermath. People asked questions. I dodged them as best I could. My parents didn't understand. Some friends drifted away, unsure how to navigate the messy truth of our divorce. But I found new strength. I joined a support group. I reconnected with my passions: writing, painting, hiking. I started to rebuild myself. As for Tom, he moved in with Nathan 6 months later. It stung. But when I saw them together at a mutual friend's party almost a year after the divorce, something unexpected happened. I smiled. Because he looked happy. Authentically happy. And maybe for the first time in a long while, I felt happy too. Chapter 8 Closure. This isn't the kind of story that ends with dramatic revenge or a fairy tale reconciliation. It's a story of truth, hard, painful, human truth. Tom didn't stop loving me overnight. And I didn't stop caring for him either. But love sometimes changes form. It evolves or fades or turns into something new. I don't know what the future holds. But I know I faced something most people run from, the reality that love is not always what we expect. And I survived it.